Yeah, there are a lot of enemies, and that's kind of the biggest criticism of Dark Souls 2 is that there's, yeah. Before, there was just a knight, now there's a dragon. Hey, this is Timmara, signing on with some more of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. My voice still sounds terrible. Anyway, so last time we started off this different adventure, the new adventure into Dren Lake. Those pigs are back. God dang it, they are, come on. What do you want? Okay. So we are in Majula, and what we need to do is find basically the 4 Lord Souls in order to find our way to the Dren Lake Castle, in order to find King Vandrick and see what the hell's going on. So, we're going to head this way first, because this should head to, if I got the name right, Heides Tower. Contraption does not move. Yeah. So, it's kind of like Dark Souls, just checking, kind of like Dark Souls 1, yeah, we have to find the Lord Souls, but in Dark Souls, it's spread out later on in the game. After you go to Anor Londo and get the Lord Vessel, then it spreads out to 4 spots you can go to in either order. This time, it starts separating now. So, now we can go in a couple, well, no, I think we only get to go in 2 directions, technically, this first time, and then Crimson Parma, oh, it's a shield. So, yeah. Yeah, I think only 2 spots are available, but it opens up pretty early on after you beat, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it starts out pretty open early on, as opposed to Dark Souls, which, you know, either way works. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that's the difference. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. The problem with Dark Souls 2, though, in my opinion, was it's definitely harder early on. Because you got those 4 paths, but they kind of, like, are almost equally difficult, at least in my experience. So the problem becomes, you know, finding a path and be able to get through it. I think that just opens up the door that way. So, yeah, kind of like Bloodborne, how it has, like, a very hard opening, you know? Because early on, one of the first bosses you'll either fight is going to be, like, Vicar Amelia and the Bloodstarved Beast, which, you know, kind of wreck you a little bit, at least in my experience. But, yeah, it's a very early on, it's very hard to start Heides Tower of Flame. What's left of it, anyways. Because, yeah, Dark Souls 2, in my opinion, is a very hard beginning. If you can get past through, like, the first couple of major bosses, then you're pretty much you don't have that much problems later on. But until then, it's going to be an issue. Oh, crap. Nope. Bonfire. Don't forget the bonfires. At the very least, yeah. Because I'm not sure what's a good way to go about this. This is where I went to first. Yeah, there are a lot of strong characters already in this first area. Just testing the waters right now. Yeah. Well, the first death of the game. I feel stupid. Alright. Yeah. Some of my strategies of just running and going through certain things is going to be a lot easier this time around, or at least more recommended. Okay, so like Dark Souls, when we die, we lose our souls, and we also lose a small portion of our health bar. It's not much, and I think there is a limit to how much you lose, but it is kind of an annoying thing. Go away. So right there is where we'll have our first major boss fight. Actually, yeah. Which isn't hard, but you gotta get lucky for some... If you can get lucky. I'll head this way first, because I'm trying to find just items right now. Build on my Nope, what am I thinking? Yeah, there are a lot of enemies, and that's kind of the biggest criticism of Dark Souls 2 is that there's, yeah. Before, there was just a knight. Now there's a dragon. According to what I've read. Shoot. Oh wait, no, I just realized Estus Shard does not give us, powered up Estus, it gives you extra Estus. I know I made that mistake last time, but I still feel stupid for realizing it now. Yeah, so that's been the biggest criticism of Dark Souls 2 is the enemy placement and enemy numbers, which is valid. It really is. Just look at the conga line I'm bringing with me. There we go. That can happen more often. That makes things a little easier. It won't, though. Yeah. You can see the reflections even though they're on something. Alright. So, yeah. Oh, wait, there are levers we can use. Then again, it might be better if we don't. I'm thinking. Okay, anyways. There's that treasure chest there, which I want. So I gotta get that white knight out of the way. Again, I know in Dark Souls there are recommended areas to go based on level, but this is usually where I go first. I have no idea if there's like an optimal, quotations, easiest way to get through all the areas, or what order is recommended to tackle them in for ease. Can't see? Whoops, okay. I'm waiting for someone else to fall, but nope. Oh, there goes one. There goes two. Do I technically get those souls? Alright, again, it's just right now it's trying to collect items. And under that dragon there is... Under that dragon there is a path to an optional boss. Crap, I thought I... This is already a problem. Alright. I forget, is there something hidden behind those glass panes? I don't think so. I just want to get my souls back, and then we can go through the fog door there. That guy's still sleeping? Wake up. Alright, fog door. Dragon Rider. Yeah. So we got this big armored up guy, and there are ways to get around him. Crap. Because if you're lucky, you can get him to attack right off the ledge. Crap, I shouldn't. I got too greedy there. There are ways to do it. You can either get him in the right spot to get him to... Whoops, there I go. And I don't remember. You can find switches around the area to, like, lift up so there's more room to fight. But the smaller the area, almost might be better. Because I've never gotten him to fall off the edge, but I have beaten him square before. Nope, damn it. I shouldn't have stayed. I should have unlocked. Alright, try again. Oops. Damn it! I'm trying too hard to get him to fall off the edge because it would save me time, but this is also taking more time trying to bait him when it's not working. Damn it. Your head against this, as long as I don't lose my souls, I think we'll be fine. That's the important thing, is the souls. Come on. Getting cocky, come on. Shoot. There we go, okay. Got a little cocky, but we got through him. Sticking to his back, but then when we got too close to the edges, I started to panic. Dragon Rider Soul. Sweet. Alright, good. Alright, not as fun as knocking him down into the water, but it still works. Alright, so took more attempts than I like to admit, but we're past it. Just checking for invisible walls. Yeah, there's somebody here. I think she's a cleric, so she'll give you miracle spells.
These parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple.
Good for you, like every religious nut, they gotta brag about. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Wondrous power. But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
Yeah, Cleric, Sacred Chime, and then other miracles. But I'm not a spellcaster, so none of them interest me.
I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. No
yeah,
need
that's
for
actually
miracles.
something... that's actually something interesting about...
Frown upon such soul scrimpers.
Nope, sorry, I don't care. This is gonna lead us to Dead Man's Wharf, isn't it? Alright, we'll manage. Okay, anyways. Something interesting about miracles I didn't know, but apparently... I can't remember. What was it? The Science of Miracles? It was on Game Theory by Austin. I forget. Who does, like, the Science of series. I think. But he was talking about miracles, and I didn't realize in Dark Souls, miracles are, how miracles are cast is that you tell
Bearer of the curse.
stories about where the
Seek souls.
miracles came from, basically.
Larger, more powerful, so seek lest this...
So basically, when you're casting a heal spell, you're actually like saying a little prayer or reciting a story of someone who used that before. But as the years go on, as the fires rekindled over and over and over again, people are losing faith in the miracles, and more of the miracles are being lost to time, so they become less effective. So that's actually really interesting, very interesting how that works. Anyways. So we got quite a few. There's vitality, equipment load, HP. We could use more stamina. We can also buy stuff. Ah, crud. Well, yeah, whatever. We'll focus on us for a while. Put a little points into Dex. Because dexterity can be useful, sometimes for my heavy builds. Alright, let's head back to Tower of Flame. And we will continue going down this path. Sorry, the Dragon Rider took a bit of time, but I just had to, I've always wanted to see him fall down on my own game, but I've never gotten him to do it. So I keep trying and trying and trying, and I just can't get him to move for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but doesn't matter. Point is, we got through him. So that's kind of like Dark Souls in one way to look at Dark Souls. It doesn't matter how effective your build is or what you do to take them down, as long as they go down. Come on, stuck on some stairs. Monastery Charm. Alright. Right, big guy, not too hard. But then again, when there's a lot of them. Dark Torches. Soul of a Proud Knight. Old Knight Halberd. Actually, when I first played this, or Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, I was very, a sword user. I used great swords or the Drake Sword mainly. And then Dark Souls 2, I actually really found it effective to use halberds. Oh, I can't use it yet? Alright, stick with the sword. But I actually used halberds and halberds and lances a lot. So that was kind of my playstyle for Dark Souls 2 last time I played it, but we'll try. We'll see what else we can do. Okay, it's the other way that leads us to where we have to, well, one way we can go. No, that leads us... Okay, no, that's the way that we go. Let's check the other side first. Probably using too much of my stamina in attacks. Because I can't be sure it's not a mimic. Sublime Bone Dust. Isn't that the stuff we need to... No. Let's double check. Upgrade Estus Flask. Okay. I think that's temporary? Temporary? I don't remember. At least there are more items and there are a lot more items to heal yourself than in Dark Souls 1, but they're also limited, and also you're limited to very few Estus Flasks when you first start. So, Win some, you lose some. Alright. I recall there was an invisible wall somewhere here. I see you back there. God, those freaking basilisks. I hate them so much. But I guess, like, those aren't actually its eyes. Those little, like, you know, if you see them little dots above the top of the mouth, those are their eyes, and those things are just there. I don't know why. Right, statue blocks the way. We need the petrification thing. Just sworn there was an invisible wall here, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright, anyways. Another bonfire, which is nice. But now leads us... This was the area that almost had me quit the game the first time I played. The No Man's Wharf. Not Dead Man's Wharf. But No Man's Wharf. Yeah, I hate this place, and I hate it still. Guy shooting an arrow at me. Okay. So, I think we'll stop here for right now, but next time we continue, we will go into No Man's Wharf and try to get through it. There are ways, I've learned some tricks, but this place is a real freaking pain. And we will see how this pans out next time. So, until next time, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.